Hello everyone, welcome back to more Magic the Gathering Arena, playing more Premier Draft Bloom Burrow. Still the latest set, so that's the one I'm playing, because it's in Premier Draft. Wild Drain's in Quick Draft at the time of this recording, but I don't know, Quick Draft is just like, it's such a crapshoot what you get, because the bots are not symmetrical. I don't know what to take out of this pack. I guess Savor? Like, it's a really good card, right? And nothing else here is all that great. Like, I mean, Fabled Passage if you were crazy, but I think it has to be Savor. Yeah. Ooh, and a Skunk. That's black too, and also, like, just a nice card. Banishing Light is probably not as good a card as Skunk, and it's also in the wrong color, but, like, I bet it's close, right? What does Draftsman think about those two? Oh, it's up. Yeah, down when it's at Ambusher is like 31st, and Banishing is way, way lower. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, yeah, happy to start with two solid black cards. Black's a good color in the format. I think pretty much every black deck is playable. I mean, I don't know. Every two-color pair has playable decks, but like they're variously easy to get. Or variously difficult, I suppose, depending on your point of view. Right, like it's hard to put together a good Gruul deck or a good Izzet deck. Whereas in black, you know, any of the other four colors is fine. If you get the right cards to go with it, you can draft quite a strong deck without too much work. Yeah, I'll just take the last black card here, I think. It's not, like, amazing, but it's pretty good. Fits pretty well into blue or green because of all the self-mill. But, like, I bet you could play it in other colors. What else would you even take here? What is this? 2 mana... No. Cash Grab's good. You could, I don't know, maybe take out the trash, but I think it's definitely worth staying in black. Man, that sounded like an extremely loud sound. I don't have the volume up higher than usual, do I? I don't know what happened there. Person has all the dang packs. Come on. Deno Wasabi Eye? Wasabi only has one eye. I don't know what Wasabi is. Alright, not going to take a black card out of this pack, I don't think. There's a lot of green here. The last couple packs have looked more blue-red, though. Spellgyre is just pretty solid in the Rats deck, but I think I want one of these green cards because there's quite a few good ones, and I don't know. None of them are like amazing for me is the thing. I could take Heaped Harvests and like maybe it's easier to splash something. And we like food in green-black. This frog is quite good. I'd be happy to have it, I guess. Maybe I'm supposed to prioritize over Heaped Harvest. I don't know. Ooh. Well, there's a strong removal spell here, and otherwise... I guess Bushy Bodyguard is quite strong now that I look at it. So maybe the green-black squirrels thing can come together. Haven't my last two decks both been squirrels or something? It's been a while since I last played. You know, I don't know when the last video came out, but you know, as regular viewers know, I record things and they go in the backlog for a while because I do a bunch of recording, and then I publish them one a day or less frequently if I don't get around to it. So I don't know if there was a video yesterday or whatever, but it has been 3 or 4 days since my last draft. I think it's just a squirrel here. No real second choice. Yeah, these are good cards for a squirrel deck, I think. What else could we take? Wow, Storm Chaser's Talon. What is this? Yeah, this is the one that makes an otter and then another otter. I think we take that, right? I don't really want a Sarlet Soothsayer for much of anything in this deck, and I don't think I need Share Pot. We could wind up in blue-black control. Eddie Mark Crab, fantastic for that kind of deck. So it doesn't look like green is very open, huh? I'd rather take another squirrel than the blue card. Because the blue card isn't all that good in blue-black anyway. Daggerfang is good in both decks, so we're happy to take that. Right, it's like the black and either blue or green duo. Thoughtshucker, I mean, it's fine in the Rats deck. Spellgyre Wield. I did say that was good in... Wow, really? Okay. This is good in the Lizards deck. So, like, I could push a little harder and pick up a Moose here, but if I just cut my 2 green cards, I've got a pretty solid blue-black start. And I don't think the Moose is like that. It's great, sure, but it's not that much better than like Huskburster Swarm or something. I mean, it is, I guess, a lot better, but I just don't know that I'm going to be able to run green. It does not seem like it's all that open. I'm getting these, but they're like not really anything to speak of. I think it is the Huskburster Swarm again. Actually, it could be another Daggerfang duo, eh? Yeah. Another Rat Squirrel with Death Touch. Sure. Well, that could wield. The other one, yeah. I'll run 2 of these. They're fun. With enough self-mill, these are quite strong. And I don't really have that many ways to actually make food, do I? Like, I have the Heaped Harvest and the Savor, and that's about it. So all these squirrels cultivators are not going to be that exciting, I think. Or not all that excited, perhaps? The Daggerfang duo, yes. That mills, so it's a way to forage-ish. But I don't know. I'm coming around to blue-black being the place to be. Nocturnal Hunger? Yeah, I think so. Pop Edge Formation is decent. But I think I'll just take some more removal. I don't have a lot of rats, do I? 2. Splash Portal? Okay. I clicked outside the window. Help. There's some okay green cards here. I don't really want to pick up a Dray Leader. Like, I think I want to get off the green train and just, like, take this crummy blue card. Or no, this one's better. Obviously, it's more of a frog card, but there's ETB effects. Like Eddie Mark Crab, for example. And, you know, this is just like 1 mana draw card, sometimes get a cool effect. It's fine. Gets into the graveyard, so stuff like Eddie Mark Crab is cheaper as well. I think I'll take a Thought Shucker. Just a nice cheap rat. Got plenty of removal. Don't really need early winter. I don't think these are going to be very good either. Because I'm trying to build up my graveyard, not eat it up. For threshold effects and Eddie Market Crab, and there'll be other stuff, I'm sure. Oh yeah, and Huskburster, that's right. Ooh, Wix Patrol. Wow, it's too bad I have to pick between these two, but it's definitely Wix Patrol. This card is bananas. And it's a rat, even. Pick 4? Wix Patrol? Like, no one on my left is playing black at all. Because any black deck would love that card. And how many black cards could there be that you would pick over it? Maybe some, but not that many. It's also great with Huskburster Swarm. Didn't I, in one of the recent drafts, I faced someone who, like, Wix Patrolled into Huskburster Swarm. Or, like, they had both. Like, they'd already played Huskburster Swarm, and it made their Wix Patrol better. I think, actually, Psychic Whirl is not terrible. If we're going for value, this, I mean, I like the Surveil, right? I don't know. Nothing else there looked very good. I don't think I want the 2-mana frog that loots. I think we take the Orator, right? Like, you could take Dazzling Denial, but I don't have any birds. And this is just a nice card. It synergizes with Self-Mill and with Threshold in general, right? Because it wants to get in... Well, once it's in your graveyard, it's bad for Threshold because it wants to leave your graveyard along with another card. But if you have ways to mill yourself, it's pretty cool. Ooh, Lightshell Duo is just really good. This is in my colors, and it's doing the thing I want to do, but Lightshell Duo is better by some distance. As is just like a card in general. Even though it like doesn't exactly say, oh, I'm doing your game plan, it like also definitely does. It surveils too, and it has prowess, which is perfect for the kind of control decks. You know, spells control. Well, I'm going to take this Daggerfang Duo, I think. I don't really need to run away together because I have so many kill spells. I just want more creatures and graveyard mill stuff. Downdraft's fine. Could I open up Wren in the next pack, please? Or Vren, or whatever the hell that guy's name is? It's Vren, right? Because Wren's the, like, tree folk thing. There's no way I'm running 2 of these, but I don't think I'm running a shared pod either. I don't think it matters what I pick here. This card is not terrible. I don't think I'm supposed to run it. Ooh. I don't know if I want that either. Probably not. Oh, Shoreline Looter is so good. I was like kind of excited about this Fountain Port. Because it is like a long-term value machine, but Shoreline Looter is way too good to pass. It's a dream card here. Like I'm sure there are cards I would rather have, but that is high on the list. Splash Lasher, I guess. Seems okay. The Hermit should wheel even. I don't know if I want it, but if I do, it'll wheel. Oh, I guess there is this Otter. You know, but it's 3 mana. I think I'll take the uncommon. Counterspell? I don't really want the antics. Counterspell's nice to have. Counterspell number 2. I think it's a good take over a Thought Shucker, which is just pretty medium and I already have 2 of. Persistent Marsh Stalker. It's very much a rat card. Well, we didn't open Vren, but I've gotten some good stuff this pack. I'm tempted to grab a village. I don't think I need more of this, like any of these. And, you know, I have a lot of creature spells, and I'd like some long-term value. I think I can manage to squeeze a village in here. We'll see. I may come to regret it. I don't think I'm going to run Pearl of Wisdom. One otter in the deck. Calamitous Tide. There's a big control thing. I think I'll take it over Mind Drill Assailant or Mind Spiral. I would have loved to take all three of those, though. I don't know. Maybe the Mind Drill Assailant is just like a little weak. And I have a number of decent 4s already. Dire Sight's a sorcery. It's a squirrel and not a rat, huh? It's rude. I think we can probably get rid of the Splash Portal. I don't really have any ETB effects to speak of. Daggerfang Duo, I guess. Lightshell Duo, that's about it. A Splash Lasher, that's cute. Ambusher, it's cute. Eddie Murk Crab would be the big one, I guess. Oh, or Wix Patrol. Maybe there is enough to merit a Splash Patrol. Obviously, Storm Chaser's talent... Oh, really? I guess I'll take this Threshold thing rather than the Otter thing. Otterball Antics is just too small. There's a lot of Thought Shuckers. Okay, so I have as many rats as I want all of a sudden. And it's about deck building. Like, you know, what do I want my curve to be? How many creatures do I want? Exactly the kinds of decisions I feel like I am not very good at. What are you good at? That's like all there is to draft. Yeah, you're right. You didn't have to call me out. Actually, what do I have that says draw? Well, these don't really count. I don't think I need Dire Sight. I think this all is enough. Average mana cost is pretty high. Is it possible I want 18 here? I don't think so, because I have enough like looting and stuff that I can just keep hitting lands and play them. I don't need like a super landy deck. Instants and sorceries. I have 9 of those at the moment. But even if you cast this for like 5 with 2 stuff in your graveyard, it's pretty cool. Psychic Warrel, maybe 2... I mean, I did say this is not the greatest. I'm not sure about this Splash Portal. Or, no. Well, that or Storm Chaser's Talent, I guess. I think the creature curve looks pretty good. Lots and lots of rats. So, like, this Marsh Stalker should be reasonably happy. I mean, it's 1 mana for a 1/1 prowess, and then, like, some more stuff. Returning any of these to hand is quite strong. Of course. Bonebind Order just doesn't make any sense, right? It's not even like the Death Toucher guy, I can't remember what that's called. There's a 2-mana 2/2 squirrel with Death Touch that lets you like recast stuff from your graveyard. That one's way, way better. This is just a 2-mana 2/2 squirrel. I don't think this is too much counterspell or too much removal. Splash Slasher, I mean, doesn't really synergize at all with what I'm doing. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to get rid of. I have a lot of 6s. 4 of them is kind of too many. I'd like to keep them all because they're quite powerful. But if I'm keeping them all, I should probably not run a million 4s. What I need is another 3. Do I have one of those? Like a creature? I could run the squirrels. I don't think so. There's still 2 squirrels in the deck. Out of curiosity, they're the Daggerfang duos, yes. Okay. So I guess one of the things that the deck could stand to get rid of is spells that are not creatures or instants or sorceries, because I have stuff that wants to have those in my graveyard, right? This is the only card I have that's none of those things. It's nice, though, to have like an actual 1-mana proactive play I can make. And a 1/1 prowess with a decent number of instants is a big threat. And then like it does all this other stuff. I'd like to keep it if I can. Maybe it's too many counterspells, like a Spellgyre and 2 Long Rivers Pull. Maybe that's the cut. I know 4 Thoughtshuckers is a lot, but like they're what's going to keep me alive in the early game and hopefully win in the late game. I don't know. Oh, how about my mana base? 9/7. Am I that heavily blue? So these are my only 2 non-creature black spells. So certainly we're happy to run the village. And then for all the other spells, it's basically 9/8, which seems fair enough. Okay. We'll see. I don't know if this is any good. It might be great. Well, I don't know. It might be good. I don't think it's great. Oh, let's check. Speaking of daily quests, let's look at mine. And throw away the ones that aren't fitting for Dimir. Blue, blue. Hey, my whole deck is blue. Is everyone in the alchemy queues or something? Alchemy, man. It's funny because like I don't play paper. I don't care that alchemy like has like all these, has effects you couldn't do in paper and you can't own the cards. It does not bother me at all. I just don't think the cards are very well made. They're just like hugely busted and they're using alchemy effects they don't need to use when they could use paper style effects. But mostly the cards are just gross for no good reason. Ooh, I guess, I did that so I could keep Counterspell up, but I guess one of the things I was considering was attacking with the Otter, and then they'll let it in because... But if I don't have a Swamp up, I can't even make that bluff. I mean, I could, but it would be pretty reckless. So what I would like to do is attack for one, get it in, then play this. But I have to choose which land to play before combat if I want to try attacking. I mean, I guess I'll hang back with the 1/1 because it's not getting in anyway. I could attack, and then if they block, I savor this, but that seems insane. And then I'll play the Death Toucher, I think. Okay. 3 cards in the yard. 3 yard cards, if you will. What's this? Just a 2/2. Oh, and also I missed that they missed their 3rd land, and they've now missed it twice. I could get the Nocturnal Hunger back, but that doesn't seem like a great investment of my time. I don't... Well, I should probably be pushing here, right? I could savor one of their things. I guess... What if I go with this full attack? No. Let's just do this. So they didn't attack with the 2/3 because they didn't want to trade it with this, and they still don't want to trade it. I guess that makes sense. You know, I don't want them looting, do I? Let's just kill this. Maybe I could have afforded to attack with the Otter first. Include the Otter in the attack. No, because it would still just be a 2/2 if I killed this before blocks. I guess this also broadcasts Long River's Pull because it held up double blue for me. Okay. I love that they're spending mana on that. Non-land. They get to put a counter on a creature. They're gonna... I mean, I could counter this and give them a card, but I don't want them hitting land. But it's giving like +2/+2, which is kind of scary. I don't know, I guess it's fine. Go ahead. They already know I have the ability to pick up a kill spell, so committing all this doesn't seem amazing. And it's committing to a race that they're currently losing. So I think I'm okay with it. I guess if I'd cast that spell pre-combat, I could do the threshold thing sooner. Four. I wish I could make this bigger. But I mean, they're stuck on 2 lands. I shouldn't need too much help to win this game, I would think. Sure. Hey, I get to keep the card. Hey, it's a land. Is that good? I mean, I guess it's fine. So, I think I'm just gonna hold up the counterspell and pick up Nocturnal Hunger. It's just hard to see how they can win this if I kill that creature. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to put a counter on this before combat. Am I? Why not? Let's do it. Or before damage. And I'll kill it before they get a chance to untap. And I'll gift a food just in case something spooky is happening to me. Well, I could have gotten more damage in. But no, I wanted to see what no, yeah, definitely. The 1 damage doesn't matter. I wanted to draw before committing to stuff. So I had to let the damage from this guy go through first. Before pumping the otter. Okay, great. You don't need a lot of creatures to win the game. Just like a few that keep getting in there while you have board control, let's say. In this case, I don't feel like I didn't do anything amazing to win that game. It wasn't a feat of deck building or expert piloting or anything. My opponent just got unlucky, kept a bad hand, maybe both. Maybe cut too many lands? Could be. But either way, whatever happened in that game was a result of their deck, not mine. Or their actions. Either their deck building or their play, we don't know for sure. This looks great. Stormchaser's Talent on 1. I mean, the Otter sucked last game, I have to say. It did something, which is, being able to play a card that does anything on turn 1 is great. I just wish it had done a bit more, is all. Oh, yours has haste. Exciting. Would be quite delicious, I think. Kindle Spark Duo. I could make a bluff attack with the Otter, but I think they'd be happy to make me use a combat trick, and I don't actually have one. So I'm just going to hold up Downdraft. Maybe use it, I don't know. Actually, they probably won't have anything tapped, will they? So I'll just eat the food. Where were you last turn, man? That's a lot of damage they're threatening. These are not lands. Plus, I like having stuff in my graveyard. Main phase? Oh, they're about to cast a non-creature spell. Sure. Nice. For them, not for me. This is awkward because if I play this, I can't... Well, I can downdraft, I guess, when they tap something. That's fine. Not that it's incredible value to do so. But I think I need to get something out of this card. Out of this mana, rather, let's say. They'll probably bottom? No, they're topping? Okay, that's interesting. The counterspell looks pretty bad. I'll just play out Wix Patrol since I hit a land. Doesn't matter if you kill this or whatever. There's like a 1-mana blue bounce, right? At instant speed that they could have, I guess. But okay, they're just going to do this proactively. Fine, I don't care. That one. Mana value among cards in your graveyard. Okay. Whereas this one is for each creature card in exile and your graveyard. Oh, I didn't realize if you clean up your graveyard and exile it, this still gets to do its thing. Okay, well, this is nice and cheap. Instant or sorcery for 4 mana. Calamitous Tide would be kind of cool, but right now it's not doing that much. I could take a counterspell or a saver. I don't know what I'm picking up. I mean, it must be downdraft, right? Because I have no mana. I want to cast something really expensive, right? And a face-up counterspell is not going to do that much. Well, it kind of is, though, right? I'll just take the Calamitous Tide. This is greedy, but I don't think this Kittlespark duo is killing me anytime soon. So I could play this. It's a 2/4 Vigilant Unblockable, which is pretty cool. But I think I'd rather just, like, do this? Is that crazy? I have Calamitous Tide already. I think this is kind of cool. In case what they have is a counterspell, now they can't use it, which is nice. I'll play the island. With Calamitous Tide, you know, I'll probably hit another land to discard. And if I don't, I probably still want to have a bunch of mana, right? Okay, just keep drawing lands. That's all I ask. What? Okay, main phase because they're going to kill something. They're going to take out the trash of my Otter token. Wow, okay. Why'd you... Oh, this is a Lizard Otter. It's not a Raccoon, so they couldn't have looted anyway. This is not any of these types, so all this would do is make an Otter. Okay. I could flicker a Night Whirl Hermit for a card, I guess. Doesn't... A card and an Otter. That actually does seem worthwhile now that I say it that way. I tapped wrong, though. Should have left up double blue in case I hit my other counterspell here. Okay. Does that do it? No, because I can double block this guy. Oh, what did they hit, by the way? Oh, Pearl of Wisdom. Pretty cool. Oh, I can just bounce their whole board and then win. Sure. And it's face up that I can do this. Okay, well, I mean, opponent really didn't do anything. They had 2 Kindlespark duos, and that was supposed to be what killed me. But they didn't really have much in the way of board control tools. I don't know, they killed an Otter eventually. Took out the trash. Like, did they do anything else? I don't remember. Mr. Callow. The draws have been pretty good with this deck. My opening hands, I have Shoreline Looter, I have like great mana. Just a bit lucky. Nice gentle blue mirror. Oh, they're gonna be frogs, okay. I would hate to savor that. It's so sad. I want to get the Shoreline Looter online if I can. Hopefully they can't deal with it. Oh, look at that. Sultai. What I want to do is savor something in response to a bounce effect or something. That would be my dream. But it's going to be tough because I'm never going to hold up Savor. I'm going to play out Daggerfang Duo for 3, right? Maybe on 4 I can play Thoughtshucker, hold up Savor. Depends what we hit, I guess. No! Alright, well, can't win them all. My deck's full of good creatures, though. I'll figure something out. Yep. These all only cost 2. No, there's a 3 here, so Wix is on 3. I mean, it says so right on the card. I can't show it to you, but on the top left, the 3. Just not in the big picture view. So I can't point at it with my cursor, because if I try, it leaves. Dire Sight, main phase. Well, it's a sorcery, so that makes sense. Tough to cast it at any other time. But I'm glad that already on turn 3, they feel like they just don't have enough stuff. They don't have anything else to do. Dumped a Mind Drill Assailant, but kept the other. I imagine a land was among them. So that'd be the main reason you'd go digging rather than play something. Like, it's not likely that they have... This was their only 3 mana or 4 mana spell. More likely, they had other spells, but this was the only way they could hit their land drop, is my thinking. What's black have for 1 mana? Scales of Shale, but... I gotta go look that up. What is there? Nothing. Interesting. I thought it was holding up priority more than just blocks, but maybe I'm wrong. I think I'll just run out both Thought Checkers. Holding this up is a little greedy. There was this Ruthless Negotiation, which I searched for Flash, but it has Flash back, which is quite different. So I don't know. I think they didn't have anything, and I'm not sure why I've assumed they did in that case. That's pretty scary. Now they could have anything, like murder? I forget what it's called in this format, but there's a 3 mana, not fell, feed the cycle. They could have that. If they offer a double block trading for the Pond Prophet, I could be greedy and try to do a damage to the 3-tree Scribe and then Savor to finish it off. But I think I just accept a trade for the Pond Prophet until they present something else. I'll pass for this. Okay. So now I could save this with a Saver. I guess that's okay. Because these guys are about to get pretty good. And now, like, yeah, it would have been nice to order the blockers differently. But then I wouldn't have been able to pass to damage comfortably. I would have had to take the first action, and that could have turned out badly for me. If I'd, like, tried to savor their thing... I would have had to savor their thing before passing to damage in that case. And then they could have responded by killing my guy, and killing this. And my Saver would be nullified doing nothing. So I think it would have worked out pretty badly to greed out a bit more. Oh. I have one too, huh? That's kind of nice. And then if it dies, I know Wix Patrol will be huge. But they have a lot of mana and several cards. They could very much have something here, right? If they... What am I worried about exactly? If they kill this, it's not that bad. Ooh, yeah. Tapping and stunning it I don't like very much. And drawing 3 cards I really don't like. Oh, that's nice. This gets in 1 and it lets them attack me for 2. That just seems stupid. That would be this and 2 others. So, like, if I really wanted to, I could go pick one of these up, like a Daggerfang duo, and play it this turn. Maybe that's the play, because getting a small Death Toucher down means I can, like, double block this. Yeah, I should do that. And it is a squirrel and also a rat. But they have a lot of cards. I think I'm behind here by some distance. I don't know. I mean, I guess I have... These are cards. Maybe I can catch up. Ooh. It's a little scary. I'll just lose 6, I guess. Really? Okay, so they have some reanimate spell for this, I guess. Otherwise, this attack makes little sense, I think. Like, if I attack with the 6/6, they have decent blocks. I don't think I'm in for that. I think I just hold it as a blocker, I start drawing, I keep up a counterspell / more draw. Look for a land. Okay, that's not bad, actually. Really good if I hit a land. Because I can play Wix Patrol twice in 1 turn if I'm very lucky. How's my deck? Still 20 cards, no problem. They're going to reanimate the big bug, the elemental insect, I imagine, somehow. Hazel's Nocturne or something. Or, I don't know. It's a 3/4... They only have 1 raccoon. I could just get the value out of countering this, but I don't think I care. Go ahead. That's fine. I can't really deal with a flyer. I mean, I guess I could. I have Wix Patrol, but... Okay. So, I can play this twice now. . Do I do that before or after attacks? I think before. Because then the 6/6 is pretty well unopposed. You? And you. All right. Not looking so bad anymore. Graveyard big, deck getting a little small, but 12 is still plenty. I might choose not to Daggerfang Duo though. I might decline its triggered ability, let's say it that way. If I just swing with everything, they have to double block the 6/6 or die, which means they can only block the 5/3 with their 3/4. And if they don't block it at all, then they die. So they have to block these two. This goes here. That seems pretty good to me. Top! Mill 1, top 1. Wow. Well, not... Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Wix Patrol is going to die here, but that's okay. If they have a combat trick that, like... Oh no, that's really bad. Top, please. Block here, eat this, bounce? Yikes. They're gonna go to 1? No, you have to make that block. Yeah, okay. Okay. I mean, but I still have a 3/2 Death Touch. Oh, but they can activate their thing first. I forgot I could have activated this instead of playing... No. Because I didn't have the mana. Well, instead of playing the Daggerfang Duo, I guess I could have. But this is a good blocker. You gonna be so greedy as to take Mind Spiral, or do you want like a Nocturnal Hunger? What did they take? Nocturnal Hunger. Okay. What am I getting? Not a combat trick for my creatures. I was thinking like, oh, wouldn't Splash Portal be nice, but they would respond by killing the Wix Patrol. It's not actually anything very good for me in here. I guess I have my own Nocturnal Hunger or a Spellgyre. Oh, I could get a Spellgyre. This forces them to use their removal spell before I get my counter in hand, if they want it to resolve. If they double block the Wix Patrol here and here, that's fine, I think. So that resolves, and so does this. I think I'm okay with this resolving, and then I'll just play this, right? You got it. Now they get to trade their Otter for my 3/2, which is a little sad. Still 10 cards. It's true, I can't counter anything right now, but Spelltire can still draw 2. Okay. It's been an exciting game, that's for sure. 8, 9. So I could not play this and still have Counterspell up. But if I just attack with a 6/6 and counter whatever thing they're doing, I'm feeling pretty happy. Play the land, hold up Counterspell. Can't lose. I mean, I could, but I don't want to dump 6 mana into this and get my, lose the Season of Loss because I didn't hold up Spellgyre mana or something. That's fine. Early winter. I will counter this. Because they are now dead. Alright. Just a grindy control mirror. A lot of the match was decided by figuring out like our 2 or 3 big creatures total, like what was going to happen with them. Flickering the Wix Patrol was amazing. Getting to play the 6/6 Menace Death Touch Beater 2 or 3 times, pretty good. I know I played one once and I replayed it. After picking it up from the graveyard. Did I have one earlier than that? I'm not really sure. Like did I know there's 2 in my deck. Did I play both and also recur one, or did I just play one and recur it? I don't think I played 3, but I guess I could be wrong. Well, I actually have the perfect blocker for that. I'd rather lead off with Marstalker, but not against a 2/1 first striker. Red, red, red. Take out the trash time? I block. Let's see what they have in store. First strike damage, then I don't know what could be happening here. Wow. Okay, so they just really wanted a 4th mana. They were willing to give this creature away for it. Teapot Slinger. That is a good card. Still just red. This is Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, you killed the rat that can come back from the graveyard eventually, at least. Oh, knock it off. I'm in trouble here. But, I mean, I guess they don't have a lot of stuff. The problem is I just can't kill the stuff they do have. Oh, I mean, I could flash in the Ambusher to double block. I guess that's the play. They only get to kill one of my creatures that way, and I assume it'll be the Ambusher, and that's an okay trade. The Teapot Slinger is a real problem. But if they, like, shoot the Ambusher before blocks, I just cry. I think I have to try it. Okay. That could have gone way worse. Just a nice clean trade of my excellent 4-mana card for their excellent 4-mana card. I can pick mine back up someday. Jeez. Okay, well, looks like that day might be today. This is the right tap. A lot of land. Mountain. Okay. They wanted this. What does this do? Look at the top 6, put a whitish creature into your hand. Okay. Another Teapot Slinger? Oh no, that's so sad. Oh, I can't pick the skunk back up. It's not a rat. Well, that's pretty bad. I could wait until next turn and hope that I draw like a 6-drop, but I don't know. There's 4 6-drops in my deck that would be excellent here. They would all be very good. Or no, one of them is even bigger, right? It would be like a 7-drop if I drew it. No, it's 6 if I don't crack the land. I think I just have to try to hit something bigger this turn and hope I'm not playing this 3/1 piece of junk. No dice. Okay. Well, that's pretty bad. Maybe they'll think I can pick the skunk back up and play around it, but I think I'm just going to lose. Why not the menace guy, I wonder? Okay, take 6. There's Wix Patrol. That's what I was hoping to draw last turn, and why like playing the land might not have been right. You know, it would have worked out better for sure, because I could have played this guy last turn and then still played Wix Patrol this turn. But if I'd drawn Wix Patrol before that land, I'd really regret having blown up my mud flats and being unable to play it. So, unable to play the Wix Patrol, that is. We might have a chance here, although it's still looking quite bad. Yep, that's bad, all right. That's not a mouse, at least. I'm kind of surprised that's all that happened. I figured if that was what you had, you might not be that keen to attack. Should have done this first, of course. In case you didn't want to actually play the Whiskered Quill Scribe. A flyer. Okay, this is a nice card. I think we flash it in and tap their 2/2s, or their mice, rather, maybe. That is okay, or well, there's nothing I can do about it. All right. Not quite clear on how we win this game. This is lethal, like, in a turn. 2 turns. If I attack with too much more... I mean, I guess what I'd need to do is draw a way to kill this. And also their other flyer. Seems rough. One attack doesn't work and 2 attacks is no good, so I guess it's just the crab. I mean, if I could have played this a few turns ago, because I'd cracked the land, we might still be in this. We're still technically in it, but it's obviously looking very dire. Okay, well, that doesn't do anything yet. Neither does this. I just need a way to kill 3 flyers in 1 turn. Then I'll be okay. Yeah, well. It's not gonna do it. I guess this could draw me something. Okay. Get rid of you, I suppose. Before combat, so that this, or before damage, so that this is a card I get to keep. Very funny. Very funny still. Yeah, I mean, if I could have pushed a little bit more quickly, like, I don't know. It was just really rough to hit all those lands early, right? And then the turn when I finally cracked my village, if I'd cracked it 1 turn sooner, maybe I would have had, maybe that would have been enough extra tempo. Because I could have been swinging with a pretty big creature. But they could have just traded with it, and I was not getting it back anytime soon. So I don't think that would have worked. Up against Vaden. I guess this is okay. It doesn't do anything except counterspell something. But if I hit a swamp, it's lovely, and, you know, if I don't, it's not terrible. There's only 1 spell that I can cast. I guess maybe that's an argument for not keeping the hand. I'll counter anything, man. Can't let him have the rabbits. I guess I'll give him a card. This is 4 to activate. Oh my god. Well, this is what I get. Right? I think that's why you're not supposed to, like, obviously. Excuse me. This is obviously why I think you're not supposed to keep those hands, is because if you don't hit specifically swamp, it's just a complete disaster. And there's not that many swamps in the deck. Yeah. Okay, just rabbit me. I don't care. There's no coming back at this point. Well. Yeah, don't mulligan hands with only 1 spell you can play in them. That's good advice from a pro player probably somewhere. Especially if the 1 spell might not be very good. Masaoki Ishibashi. I don't know if that's a famous person. Like, this could be, you know, a well-known name of a famous person. I could be playing that famous person, or perhaps someone referring to that person. But if so, it's completely lost on me, I'm afraid. Or it could just be someone's name. I mean, this is a name, right? It's not like... I'm fairly sure this is not like tall person. Like, this is a name. No draw, please. And, like, often you want to wait with removal until, like, they play another card. and see if maybe you can remove something more valuable at the cost of 2 damage to yourself by letting it attack first. But Saber can't kill stuff much bigger than this, and them getting the draw could be really important. And so could them getting to do damage to me because of, like, lizard shit, right? So... Like, this is horrible. I don't like this at all. I guess I'll just bounce it. Ah! Okay. What do I do about this? I mean, I just lose, right? This card is very difficult to beat. Fine, that resolves. I could bounce or tuck this. I guess that's the play? Just try to hang on long enough to draw a way to kill this? Because if I draw like Nocturnal Hunger, I'm looking totally fine. But I didn't. So it's going to be more tokens, I guess. And I guess I counter this. Draw 2 would be nice, but I don't really think I have that kind of time. Yeah, more rabbits, I get it. I'm just about out of time to live. Okay. Eat food, take 1 billion. They can do 10 if they want, or just make another rabbit, which seems very reasonable. Whew. You and you must die in order for me to live. Get one of these in the yard so that this gets cheaper? No. Get this in the yard so that next turn I can play one of these and then die. Oh, I'm just dead anyway, right, because they can pump everything. Good game. I quit. Yeah, that's 3 and 3, right? They had some good cards. They only really needed 2 cards to kill me. I savored this, which is whatever. This, you know, is scary. Although it turns out they didn't really have anything for it. It was just a 3-mana 3/3, which is still good, but obviously this is the real problem, and I just didn't have a way to kill it. You know, if I were on the play, I'd be totally fine this game, because I could have countered it with my 4-mana counterspell, for example. Alright, well, 3 and 3. Seems like it did fine. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.